Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Matt Tebow with Stacked, and right now I'm joined by FlyQuest jungler Josedeodo, coming off of a tough game against Dignitas. How are you doing, man, given the circumstances?
Uh, I'm really fine. Like this happened alone these days. Like we had some bad games this week. So actually today was like the show that if we do like bad in practice can happen in stage. I think today was a bad day for us, which can happen to every team. I think today was us, and we messed it all a lot of timers, incomes. We took like bad fights, and I think that every team will win against us today. So I think it's really important that we learn from our mistakes, but it's not too much we can look for because we all mess it up like at some time or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I imagine that's something you guys are planning on working on as the split goes on as well. And as for preparation, I do want to talk to you about how your summer was, right? Like, FlyQuest kind of had a rough go of it in the spring split. What were some things you and the unit wanted to focus on as you transition into the summer? And do you think that training has kind of helped you, even though you lost today?
Well, certainly I think that I've been improving on myself personally in comms, giving more confidence in like what we are doing or what we need to do to win the games. Um, that's for first, and second, I've been working more in like personal things like nerfs or just being more sure of what are the meta and stuff, like just by playing the game. Even though today we lost, I think our draft was really fine. Like Shinsa into Rumble is good, but the Rumble got too many kills in early game, so it's like unbeatable. And even if I think if we didn't die in topside, when they actually won, we actually could win this game, which was like only because of the draft. I think our draft was really OP this game, but yeah, if we play bad, every draft is like not gonna change anything. So yeah, I think it's helping a lot of teams like my comms in general. But even though today was a messy game, so it's not too much to look for.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Something else I was interested in talking to you about was MSI. Like, we saw the LLA play pretty well, even though they had a rougher like group stage. I think they still showed a lot of promise against very strong teams in the world, right? So, what was it like? Did you get the chance to watch a lot of LLA play in the MSI?
Um, Certainly, I think they played well, but I think the meta of jungler's carry wasn't the best for them. I think they benefit a lot from bot lane, so actually I don't think they played at their best peak, you can say. So I think they can do very well if they work on that for the next split. But yeah, I watch a lot of bots. Obviously, I watch more like RNG and Damwon, which is the best teams right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to learn more from them than anyone else. So I just look like the games more like just watching them. If there is something interesting like peaks or something, but that's more than normal stuff. So
Yeah. For sure. What do you think it's important for like the LOA to learn from playing against these really strong teams? Like as a person who comes from the LOA and you play in the LCS now and you play against these like world class players like on a daily basis, you know, like Perks and all those players. Like what do you think would help them? What do you think that they could learn from MSI that they should really take note of?
um, I mean the thing is they need to learn from better players. Um, I think there is much talent in LLA. The problem is like I don't know. It's like one is in each team, the other is in another team. So it's never like they get a chance to all improve at the same time because there is like they compete with each other, and the competition is like equal every time. So whenever they go to MSI, they should use like their times, trying to learn from every player they look, and trying to learn and bring it to the region again. I think that's really good. Even though I leave, uh, every time I don't know from Rainbow Seven, they ask me something. I tell them like this is what you need to do. This is the meta or whatever, because I think that help them. Obviously, I don't give much info, just like basic stuff, like if they have a need or something, just to help them. But I also think that they should use more like the MSIs or Worlds events to learn a lot because this, for me, was like the biggest experience to learn. And they should take points of what are the teams doing and how they play the game. I think it's really good.
Mm-hmm. And I'm also particularly interested in a couple of the players, right? Like Ackerman, for example, right? Ackerman's like the big up and coming star, kind of like how you kind of showed yourself to be when you went to Worlds with our Rainbow Seven, right? Do you foresee any players like Ackerman coming to the LCS super soon? Do you think there are any that are LCS ready?
I mean, for sure there are players that have the talent. I think many players in LLA are good, but they need time. I think time is why it brings the players to learn things that they don't know. For example, I don't know, macro or champions or matchups. I think they need time only. And also they need to play well in stage. I think that's the most important because you can be good and know every matchup, but if you don't show up and play well, it's like nothing gonna look for you. Nothing is gonna change. So I think they need time and like learn from other players. I think that's really good for the new players. Like Ackerman, I think I played with him like when he was in the server. I also think that he was good and he was coming soon. So actually, I already knew. So it was just probably give time to the players. Like they are young still. So they just need to improve the mental and stuff.
And just one last question. You're a pretty big Lee Sin fanatic. This is not a secret, right? Put it in the graphic. How does it feel to see Lee Sin get played in lane so much more than jungle? Does it hurt? Does it break your soul?
Well, first, I need to watch some Lee Sins that are like really bad because I don't know if you know, but my first main when I was bronze, I was Lee Sin mid every time. So I climbed from bronze to challenger with Lee Sin mid. So actually, I really know how to lane with Lee Sin every time. So when I watch like them like missing E's or W's or Q, I'm like, don't give him Lee Sin again, which is like really annoying. But it happens. Like I don't know if when it's Rumble meta, for example, I think many junglers didn't know how to play it. Also me, I'm not the best Rumble. Obviously now I'm playing really well, but at first if you watch the clears that the junglers were doing, it was like 330 when the champion was like 310, for example. So it's just give them time. Maybe Lee Sin is not gonna be meta so many long because Riot always like nerfs this champion, the LRP. So I actually enjoy watching Lee Sin mid and top. I think it's really funny for the viewers and as a player, I really enjoy playing with Lee Sins. So yeah, I think the champion, even if some are not doing the best, I think they are all improving at certain point. So, for example, I like the Poch Lee Sin a lot. I think it's good. Licorice plays really well. Lee Sin, Alfari in lane, I think is really good with Lee Sin as well. So, probably gonna give time because it's not an easy champion to master, right? So
yeah. In before you swap Palo Fox to jungle for 10 minutes so you can go back to mid Lee Sin to fulfill your glory days.
Yeah, it could happen.
I'm quoting that. Josedeodo, Lee Sin mid, coming up. Once again, this is Matt Tebow with Stacked, and I'm joined by Josedeodo, the jungler for FlyQuest. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure to follow all of us on our socials at StackedLOL. Josedeodo, thanks for taking the time to talk to me, man, and good luck tomorrow with your other game.
Thank you.